And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're doing another in the Old Farts Watching Anime series here. And this is one that my coworker recommended. It's called either Iria or Iria, something like that. I have no idea what this is going to be like, so let's check it out. He's friendly with the computer. Bob? Ew! And that was Iria, the Zerum project, or Zerum animation, I can't remember. That was Iria. I gotta say, I was really impressed. Really liked that one. And the reasons surprised me. I mean, first of all, it's a nicely mature kind of a storyline. It's not going for wacky. It's not got crazy characters. It's very grown up and adult in nature, and definitely like a lot of blood and gore, like that. What I have to say I really liked was the character of Iria. Now, this is just the first episode, so maybe there's further development, but already I'm liking the fact that she is a capable, strong lead woman character without being like sexualized. Like when we watched The Dirty Pair, yeah, that's a couple of space-age private eyes or cops or whatever, but of course they've got like the tight outfits and the boobs hanging out and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, that's Dirty Pair, that's what they're going for. But Iria is all of that sort of in a more mature, sensible way and not hypersexualized. I was really impressed. What about you, Dee?
No, I was surprised with this one as well. You know, as you've said, that it's more adult, and yeah, you're not, you know, throwing the boobies out there all over the place.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah, it was, and I you know, I really enjoyed it.
Now, one thing that a couple of things. The names are weird. Like the guy, the baldish guy is Bob, and I thought, okay, and her brother's name is like Glenn, which is like really, given her name is Iria, like your names sound very grounded in normal everyday life, and I thought, okay, well, wait a minute. She calls out her brother's name quite often, and it's like Nita or Nika or something like that. And I'm like, okay, for some reason, when they translated that to the English subtitles, they called him Glenn. Okay, sure. But well, you chose such a mundane name. Nothing against all the Glens out there, but still, I just thought that's an odd choice. And then for Bob, she's even calling him Bob in the anime. Like she's shouting out to Boba. And I'm like, oh, so that's really his name is Bob. And again, don't wish to insult any of the Bobs or Roberts who are watching. But when you've got this like very fanciful science fiction-y world with Iria as the main character and a variety of other characters, can't remember the vice president's name, but it was a long title. And Bob and Glenn sound kind of strange and out of place to me.
Well, they may have done it first off because there may not have been a proper translation for the names, and also just to make it easier to remember who they are. Because if you're dealing with a lot of complicated names, you know, oh, we can remember Bob and we can remember Glenn and we can remember Iria, but we may not be able to remember, you know, like, as you said, the vice president's name?
Yeah. Or the guy flying the little quadcopter thing.
Yeah.
Fujikura or something like that. That's a good point. Speaking of the guy who's flying that thing, at one point I was wondering if there was like this weirdly, because it was early that he shows up, I was wondering if there was this weirdly sort of wacky tongue-in-cheek reference to, I don't know the name of that hat, but in China, and I assume other parts of Asia, the people who are kind of out there in the fields doing the stuff, they've got that sort of half dome or symbol-shaped hat. And his helicopter-y thing has that. And then I was thinking, are they being like are they kind of making fun of it in a weird way? Is it set on the borderline of not being in good taste? However, then I noticed the city that they're in is a little bit like the Jetsons. It's got these platform things that are of that same shape, and even the spaceship that they go to has that dome kind of squashed triangle shape to it. So I was like, okay, it's in keeping with the world. Here's me reading into it a cultural connection that I don't know that the creators were actually going for. It just happened to be that flattened dome shape or triangle shape is part of the motif of the world. So shows how much I know. Anyway, yeah, I would watch more of those. I really like the fact that Iria is capable and no nonsense and shoots from the hip, literally in many cases. And except for the Bob and Glenn thing, which still throws me off, I think it's quite a good story, and I would definitely watch more.
And I would as well. I also like the fact that Iria's brother Glenn, just said, she's capable. She's capable. She knows what she's doing, which was nice to hear. For an older brother, talking about his sister. So
especially when you come from a lot of like this sort of. We've watched a lot of stuff other than Dirty Pair. We watched a lot of stuff like Sailor Moon, for example, is very, very popular. But she's a little bit more kind of in the wacky, I don't know what I'm doing realm. Whereas Iria seems to be like, no, I know totally what I'm doing and I'm ready for action.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah, I liked it as well. And I definitely would want to continue with the series.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's another one in the can. So until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.
See you next time.